Well, hello everybody. Welcome to this Speed Simpsons race, like an attorney. Uh, Today we have Derek versus Towsen. Uh, one on the left is playing 200, and like the one on the right is playing 150. Derek's time is a 122.01, and Towsen's time is a 128. 53. There you can see the leaderboard positions, which are quite far off actually, but yeah, and the VP dates, of course. I think we can skip to the next scene now. Sorry, am I sounding a bit quiet right now? Because
Not necessarily.
I
I
don't
will
know
turn
if
you up.
I don't know if
I will turn you
I
up
don't
a
know
little
if you
bit
can
though,
hear it.
just because I'm loud.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that, but I sound kind of tired. Do I?
I mean, didn't you say it's like 3 o'clock in the morning for you right now?
Yep,
Yeah, so I'm not
exactly.
surprised.
But I'm still doing this because commitment. Yeah. Okay, I think the runners are ready. Pretty sure.
I'm ready. Derek is ready as well.
Alright. Then Seasoner, you wanna do the countdown?
Okay. I'll go from 3, and then we go on go for both runners. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Yo Gio.
I know that it's because of the new tutorial save, but there's still a part of my brain that where it feels wrong to be in a race and not watch the cutscene. Because that used to be like the gentleman's agreement on how races were started, and that's still imprinted in my memory, in my brain.
I mean they could always make the hack we could always change the hacked save file to include the intro cutscene, you know. I mean that still could be done, I guess. I don't know much about modding of this game.
And I probably know less.
But you gotta ask Prodi about that. He's literally the tech god of this game. Jesus, there's a fucking strain on my voice. I can hear that.
This is also like a good watch for me because I'm not very good. So I can get to watch people and be like, oh, this is how you're supposed to play the video game.
Bro, I'm so tired. I don't even have, like, in my brain, it's like they skipped Cola Caper even though they did that. Like in my brain, I don't remember them doing that mission. Bro, I don't. Yeah, my brain is like, no, they definitely skipped that, although they didn't. Oh, jeez. Oh, I also forgot to get up the pop-out chat. Never mind.
Yeah, I have the chat. I just have the chat loaded up on my phone.
Oh, true, that's a good idea as well. I always like to have like the pop-out chat, so it's like on the same screen where I watch the stream on, like on Discord.
I do that when I actually stream. Like, I have 2 monitors. I said I have 2 monitors. I run on my laptop and I use a TV. I have the game and my splits on the TV, and then on my laptop I have OBS so that I can see if it's dropping frames or crashing or anything. And then I pop out with my chat, and then I have the Speed Simpsons chat on my phone.
Okay.
So that I can type in the Speed Simpsons chat during cutscenes without accidentally triggering my live split global hotkeys.
Like, you wanna know why my Discord sounds didn't work? It's because my Windows game bar for some reason disabled Discord sounds. I don't know what happened there. Jesus. Oh yeah, how's it looking on the run? Derek is about to finish Petty Fifth. Entering office space, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, based on the PBs, and especially the PB date, you would expect Derek to be a bit ahead. And I also, from what the limited amount that I watch in general, but Derek is pretty consistent, I think. He doesn't tend to just just drop an absolute clanger like some others might do.
Lenny push. Let's go. Oh, where's Barney? Oh, there. Oh, Lenny got pushed to the left. Getting an ESS from Towsen here. Interesting.
Oh, we're doing a plow king. Look at Derek go.
Oh yeah, right. They do plow king on high FPS. I remember.
And then Towsen doing the even old. I think Towsen's doing an even older strat because this is what I do, and I'm a grandpa.
More like Grandpa Simpson, am I right?
Oh, he's probably younger than me.
Really?
Well, not literally, but because
yeah.
LP3 is not in this the tournament this year, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm in like the top 3 in terms of earliest first run. Because there are probably a couple of others whose first runs were earlier than me, but there won't be that many. And LP3 was one of them, but he's not in the tournament this year.
Yes, I know what you mean. I'm just taking a bit to respond currently because yeah. It's like 3 in the morning. Come on, you gotta cut me some slack.
I mean, I get it because it's 2 in the morning here as well, and I'm tired because because it's too bloody warm.
Like responding is like so delayed for me, right? Oh, Towsen fell down.
Oh, Towsen, no.
Well, what I wanted to say was responding takes a while for me right now because I'm also so tired.
Yeah, because I'm guessing the tired then means it's more because you're tired. Does that make it more difficult for you to think about translating the answer or translating the things that you want to say?
You mean if it would make me you mean if it would like make speaking English more difficult for me, right?
Yeah, or just make the process of like thinking and speaking in English a little bit slower.
Sometimes, yeah, but I've trained myself to always keep a consistent. Oh god, it's starting to happen already. Oh fuck. What I want to say is, but mostly I have like a very consistent speaking. Oh god. Are you hearing this? Like, I can already hear that my English is kind of dying right now.
I mean, I completely understand.
But like normally I talk way better, trust me. But like, not now. I'm telling you, right when this, like after this race, I'm heading to bed immediately.
Yeah, so I fully expect if we were doing this commentary like 12 hours ago, it would have been a much sharper. I probably would have been more annoyed because it would have been even warmer. but the coherent back and forth would have been a bit more cohesive.
I mean, thankfully it's not that warm in my room right now.
It's bearable because I have a fan, but otherwise I'd be dying.
I know what you mean.
Mr. Bird, I'll do my best. Piece of cake.
Oh yes, right, Bone Storm. We all love this mission, don't we?
I should pay more attention.
Oh no,
Getting
Derek, bonk.
the vending machine there. I've never seen
think
someone
it's-
go for the
I don't. I
vending
mean,
machine
I don't know because I haven't. I'm not privy to like speedy routes. But I wonder if he got that because I don't think he got either of the wasps in FBI.
I didn't pay attention actually.
I don't think he did, so he might have decided to get the vendors as like a contingency plan. Because I know that I do that sometimes as well. But then again, don't take advice from me. I stopped taking this game seriously in like 2018.
Oh, okay. I see. That was like, I can't do math right now. How many years?
Too many.
Hey, Homer.
Good answer.
I would attempt to say it in a language other than English, but I don't know which language that would be the correct one.
You mean for me?
Yes.
That would be German.
So, Sieben?
Vengeance will be mine.
That yeah, 7. That works, I guess. I don't know if that's right because I can't think clearly right now. It should be right though. They're correct.
Oh, there you go. Derek at least gets one of those wasps in. 1-7. My brain's not working on the names of the missions right now.
Towsen is entering the last mission of Homer 1 as well.
Still actually pretty close.
Oh yeah, true. Also, I love how like their timers are like really in sync actually,
Fine by me.
because they both like started like what 2 seconds after each other.
Yeah, which also I think means that they have pretty similar loads as well.
I didn't do it.
Like I always try to like be in sync with like when I'm in a race and the commentators say go, I try to like even when I immediately click on resume game when they say go, when I look in the bot, I'm always like
Smell you later, stinky killer.
I'm always like late and pressing resume game apparently in the bot.
Too late.
It's like so weird.
Bad boy. Full speed ahead. Careful.
Yeah.
I bruise easily. If I didn't play so many video games, I'd be in better. How am I gonna get?
Oh god, I'm
No
yapping
problemo.
again.
So what have we got? We got a sports car for Derek, and Towsen is
Gotta work off my
in
time.
first person, so we don't know.
First person Skinner escape is the only way I can do this escape.
Right. Gimme.
This,
I'm
I don't
so
know if
used
this
to
is
it.
just a thing with newer runners, but I was watching Blue Badge, and he pretty much does the entire run in like either first person or close cam, and I don't get it.
I do that as
That would
well.
completely mess with my brain.
Like I don't play first person all the time. Like there are some points in the run where I quickly change the third person. Like for example when stopping next to an NPC to talk to them, for example.
You're all mine.
But
Yeah, like
other
I
than
need,
that,
I think it's just because I grew up with like the old, like the console versions. So like I'm used to just the third person and you can't change it. But I like being able to see where the front of the car is, and you can only do that if you're in third person.
the Xbox version actually has the first person.
Yeah, but I grew up with PS2 and GameCube.
Ah.
Yeah,
I
but
heard that
I
the
also grew up
PS
with
version
like
is kind of
I also grew up in the slightly older generation of racing and driving games, like around the era of Shah, maybe slightly earlier as well, where you couldn't change the camera anyway, and it was stuck. It was defaulted to that sort of third-person view.
Nice driving, man. Hey, Java. You got it.
So, and then it just became a thing. It's like, okay, I like being able to see the car, so I can sort of tell where the front of it is. But it doesn't really help me because I crash into pixels and corners all the time anyway.
Like, I'm curious, right? Like, I don't know if like the Xbox version or the PC version came out first, because like I have a feeling that first person might have been an afterthought. Like, because it's only in the Xbox console version, and like
I think that
on
might be
PC.
because I'm not entirely sure. Well, I think for the GameCube version, it's because the GameCube doesn't have enough buttons.
Ah, yeah, indeed. It doesn't have enough buttons to. It wouldn't have enough buttons for the first person
Derek got
in general.
debated. Derek got cock blocked. I think I accidentally just called him Derek. Derek got cock blocked.
I gotta play
That's an
Bart
interesting
Simpson
word.
at your service. Energy.
Oh,
Someone
yeah, and
please tell
Towsen
me
is
that that's
doing,
like not just
well,
a British word that's gonna sound ridiculously awful out of context.
I don't know.
For Bart. Mine. All mine.
And Towsen is. Let's see if Towsen gets a good sports car.
So tired. So
Oh yeah.
tired.
Starting Bart and
I
Frank.
remember these being here before. Woo, nice one.
Imagine if Speed Simpsons had song requests.
Oh, that would be
Hey, sprint.
amazing in a really terrible way.
If I didn't play so many
Like,
video
imagine
games, I'd be
the
in better
commentators
shape.
that are just minding their business, and then suddenly
Hey, Snake.
Nyan Cat is playing as a music request.
Hope that didn't break my memory.
Oh, see, I don't. It was annoying, but that's like a core part of younger me, and I'm actually so here for it.
You
It's
mean
like,
Nyan Cat?
yeah, I don't know if I don't know how old you are, so you might be slightly too young for this. Have you ever heard of something called the Duck Song?
The Duck Song.
Yeah, it's like a really old YouTube video.
No, I don't think so.
Oh yeah, okay, so that tells me that I'm probably at least a little bit older than you. But that was like a core
Has those any?
like experience of me and like my early internet. Like that is ingrained in my memory forever.
Hey there, Mr. Fine by me.
I don't know how old is that movie actually?
At least like 2008.
Oh my goodness.
Because Gangnam Style and Harlem Shake are like 2011, 2012, and it's a lot earlier than both of those.
Like while we were talking about dates,
Remember these being here before?
this game, like Char is like, you wanna know how much older it is than me?
No,
No?
because Shah is like 2003, and the fact that there are people that are younger
Oh, what
than Shah,
the heck
Who?
happened for Derek there?
the people younger than Shah who can like go to Vegas and like do all of that stuff. I don't like it. My brain refuses to accept the existence of that fact.
Like what I wanted to mention is like, Char is like 3 years older than me.
Oh my god, so you're only what, like 19?
Yep.
Oh, I feel like a grandpa.
I hope you don't mind me asking, but how old are you?
29.
29. No, that's not old.
I know, but but because I tend to frequent myself in online communities like this, which is full of people like you, who are in my eyes, you are children. So I feel really old.
Like I gotta admit, sometimes I tell myself, man, you're getting old.
I've been telling
Even though
myself
I'm
that
not old.
since I was about like 15.
Oh, awesome ride.
I feel old, and have for quite a long time.
Woo, nice one.
Like the the funny part is like
Whee!
it's not apparent here, but like I'm 19, but my inner self is still 16.
No
Yeah, I mean, said I'm 29. My inner self is both 20 and about 50 at the same time.
I didn't do it.
It's really confusing.
So you're like pretty smart then, because when you're 50, you literally have all the knowledge.
No, more in the sense of like old man yells at cloud, rather than
Ah,
years of experience and wisdom. And also, I don't know if this is a unilateral thing, but when older people, I don't know, say like my parents' age, maybe your parents' age as well,
oh,
when they sit down, they sigh when they sit down.
oh yeah.
So
True.
they'll sit down and be like, ah. I do that.
I do that as well sometimes.
Or like if I sit cross-legged on my chair for too long, I'll get up and I can feel my knees my knees crack, and I can feel that there's just no like I go numb in my legs.
But I don't know about you, but shouldn't we be focusing on the runs again?
Look, these two both know what they're doing. We're far enough in the tournament where we'd just be treading over old ground. You might as well try and talk about something else, something new and something interesting.
You're right. Like, if the
Because
commentators would just do the same, it would be repetitive. I know what you mean.
if this is someone's first ever time watching Speed Simpsons, or someone's first ever time watching like the Simpsons Hit and Run, like I know you can't see me, but I'm putting my hands together and I'm praying for you. Like, Jesus Christ. Good luck.
For me. What?
Oh, we had a wee woo.
Alright, that was so
So I have the stream up. I am watching it. I'm watching them both play the game.
You got
It, what I am currently doing instead, I should be commentating on it, but I'm instead having a conversation with you about the fact that my brain feels like it's 60 years old.
I mean, there's no rule book for commentators, so I guess the commentators can
Yeah,
just
listen,
do
it's like I
whatever.
said, like this is late at night, so people who are watching this aren't watching it for riveting to have someone explain it like it's a beginner's tutorial. They're doing it for, I don't know, background audio, or to hear two people chat shit, and that's hopefully what
Or,
at least hopefully what
or
I'm trying to
like,
get at.
or like you could commentate it like Derek is on the third killer sellout
Oh,
spot.
that would
And he's
that would annoy me. That annoys me. Apologies
Oh,
to CTD and Kane, because they are fantastic and they are really they're cool people. But the way that but they're so high energy all the time. It gets really grating really quickly because I'm so bad at social, because it just gets on my nerves.
yeah, for Kane especially when he commentates Call of Wars.
And the thing is, right?
He's like
It's got
"Get that
to
cola
a
and that
point.
cola."
It's got to a point where in certain situations I genuinely can't tell them apart anymore.
Like I can't tell CTD and Kane apart yet.
No, I can't either.
Like their voices are so similar, they might as well be related.
Lisa Simpson at your service.
Okay, please forget I ever said that. Oh, that was a nice second. No wait. Yes, second.
Yeah.
Solo.
At this point, I would say, are any of them going to miss the cutscene? But there's only one person in this tournament who has any worries about missing cutscene skips, and that person is me.
Well, they are using the hacked save file, so
Yeah,
failing that would be to them.
I wasn't
Now can you tell me about
because I was too lazy to download it. And then prior to my final group race, I downloaded it but couldn't get it to work, so I didn't end up using it then either.
By the way, you sound pretty excited.
Because I'm laughing at I'm not excited about that. I'm laughing at my own idiocy. Because
Fair enough.
because there are what? I did 3 group races, so there are 9 cutscenes to skip. I missed 5 of them.
Oh my. Goodness.
I missed part 1 all 3 times.
Oh no.
Millhouse?
Oh, there's the exit times. Let's go. I didn't even pay attention.
Get me?
I'm glad
Like-
that there's someone behind the scenes still paying attention to the race because we're obviously
Yep.
not anymore.
Millhouse?
I wonder what the restream is thinking right now.
I'm not sure I want the answer to that question.
Me neither.
Oh, for the love of pound cake. I'm so sick of this happening.
But it seems like the exit times between the two runners in part 1 are like almost a minute different.
Yeah, I mean, and their PBs were what, about 5-6 minutes apart, something like that. I think it was, which does tabulate with what this is. We got another wee woo.
Wee woo wee woo wee woo wee woo.
Let me go into my into my Twitch. We have a wee woo.
You have a gift for speed.
Oh yes, Derek is completing this mission.
Derek, clap. Like, congratulations. You did the good thing.
Clap, clap. Bonfire. We love it.
This is not good for my insurance. Jiminy crickets! Four-wheel disgrace.
So like, do you still have a race in your group, or have you done all of them?
I've done all of mine already.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, like I'm still waiting. Like, actually, everyone in my group, in fact, we're still waiting on Larrikin.
Yeah, so yeah, I've done all 3 of mine. I went 2-1, so I only now fail to qualify if in the final race of the group, Archie beats Cathram, which feels unlikely,
Grandpa,
but it would be interesting because
maybe a soy pop would perk me up.
I think I'm right in saying that in a 4-person group, only 2 people have gone 2-1 and failed to make it out of that group. One of those was me 2 years ago.
This reminds me of when Otto.
And if Cathram loses to Archie, it would happen again.
Oh damn!
Just do this.
Also
Yeah.
nice.
Simpson at your service.
Like, did you
Yeah,
see
because
Millhouse on Towsen?
Cathrum has 2 races left. He's going to race Fanji, who had the lowest, who's the seed 4, so he'd win that. And then the seed 2 is Archie, who he'd race in the final one of our group. If Cathrum loses, but without DNFing, then there'll be 3 people in our group at 2 and 1, and I expect I'd have the slowest average, so I'd finish 3rd and get eliminated. Which is exactly it, which is what happened 2 years ago. And if LP3 is still watching, he should know, because he was commentating that one.
You know what they say. History repeats itself.
Yeah, I mean, but also, so history is going to be made either way, because it's either I'm the first person to do that twice with the 2 and 1, or after about 1,000 years, I actually make it out of a tournament group for the very first time.
1,000 years.
It feels like 1,000 years.
You know what I'm getting at, right? 1,000 years? You know what I mean?
I probably do, but my brain's not putting the pieces together.
Let me explain it.
Excuse me.
You know, 1,000 and 1,000.
Oh, I would never have put that together. My brain is it's too late for me to have made that. I would not have put that connection together, and I literally, like, one of my favourite shows ever is a quiz show where you have to do that.
Oh,
That's a big idea.
well,
I mean, there will be no other Brits watching this. It's 2:30 in the morning, so this is purely for me and my own entertainment. There is a quiz show in the UK called Only Connect, and it's probably one of my favourite shows on television.
Only Connect.
Yes.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, it's a quiz show, but you don't get the points by answering the questions. You get points by finding out connections between the answers.
Uh-huh. Okay.
It is more interesting than I've made it sound. It is actually really interesting.
Like the only quiz show that would come to mind for me right now would be Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It also exists in German and is called like.
Chief Wiggum,
You want to hear me pronounce it?
time for action is now.
I'd love to.
Smoky. One fish delivered to
Oh god, what was the title again? I know the title, but I don't know the exact title. My brain is so fucked right now.
plenty of good
Yes, now I know. Wer wird Millionär?
Now you'll never be friends.
So it's like basically the same, just a bit different.
Next time, watch
Yeah, and that's actually, well, at least I think it's a somewhat interesting story behind its origins. So, in the UK, for a long time, there was a limit on how much you could win in cash on a quiz show. That you could win prizes like cars and speedboats and all the rest of it that had however much value they had. But in terms of like actual money, you could only win a certain amount. I think it was like £1,000 or something. But when that was taken away, and you could win, and it opened up to quiz shows could offer as much money as they wanted, then someone got the idea of, why don't we make a show where the top prize is £1 million? And that's where I think that's where Millionaire came from.
that 2-bit Ahab will tell me what he knows.
I didn't even know that.
Let's just
Like,
do
if I
this.
recall correctly, in German, the actor who's like the quiz master in the German version is like called Günther Jauch.
Can you please pick me up? Break a few eggs.
Yeah, we've had 2 people present it.
I hope kids are
There was a guy named Chris Tarrant who became, like famous for presenting quiz shows, and then the the person who currently presents Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on on British TV, is someone that some people might know because his name is Jeremy Clarkson.
Jeremy who?
His name is Jeremy Clarkson. Anyone, people familiar with like car-based television will be aware of that who that person is.
Ah, okay. Because I don't watch any English car television, so yeah.
Yeah, there you go. My go LP3. Yeah, Jeremy Clarkson presents Millionaire now in Britain.
Hope they're all right.
Oh, this reminds me. I don't know why this reminds me. LP3. They like so Amazon. So Clarkson, Hammond, and May don't do the Grand Tour anymore, but there are rumours that Amazon Prime want to bring it back, and the group of 3 is going to include 2 Canadians.
Sensible shoe to the metal. Ready to roll.
Okay, well, I say 2 Canadians. Technically, only one of them's Canadian. One of them is like a Canadian immigrant. No, that doesn't. That does. I don't think that works. I think I think that sentence is the wrong way around. One of them was born in Canada. The other one was born in Britain, but now lives in Canada.
Excuse. Oh.
It's not Catherine Ryan. No. Thank fuck. According to the rumors, anyway, it's these 2 dudes who have a YouTube channel called Throttle House, who do like car reviews and stuff like that. According to like, but it's gonna be those 2 alongside some other guy who I can't remember. I'm Canadian. I know. Who else? This is we're not commenting on this race at all. But now I'm thinking about Canadians who do British TV. Is Mae Martin Canadian? I think they're Canadian. Comedian has done like Taskmaster and I think released an album recently. I think they're Canadian. And then there are probably loads more. I just can't immediately think of any because it's like 2:30 in the morning. Towsen did a boat jump.
Towsen got the boat jump.
I could really use a lift. It's okay. Skinner closed the school to have asbestos installed. There goes my college money.
It's like we are like the tired commentators today.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm perpetually tired, but I'm actually fairly alert. It's just the heat means that my brain's not really working properly.
Yo, it's Mayor Quimby. Everyone is like excited about Quimby being in the chat, and I'm just like, yo, it's Mayor Quimby.
Like, of course, we like him.
I mean, yeah.
We've got the quote-unquote old donut truck strat, and then we've got 4-3, which is just a thing that exists.
Oh, what was Towsen doing there?
Oh no.
That was not very smart.
Relatable content. Yeah, and this is what I was talking about. Like, it's like Derek isn't really making mistakes, whereas with Towsen you can see there are small errors, and that's where the big jumps are going to come from.
Yeah, I think for Towsen it's like also really late right now.
I was going to say,
Like,
isn't Towsen? I might be getting confused with someone else, but isn't Towsen also German?
yeah, he is. But, so that's why I was saying that. So he's probably tired as well, and that's why he's just struggling a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I did. Of my 3 group races, 2 of them started after midnight.
Well,
Yeah, I think
that's a bit.
one of them started at midnight, and then one started at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning because I was racing on Australian.
You know what the worst part about like any tournament in general is? It has
Go
got
on.
to be the time zones.
Oh yeah.
Like if the world had just one time zone, it would be so much easier.
No, I would I would disagree with that. But I
Oh
do
yeah,
get what you
true.
mean about time zones being a problem because there are 2 people in my group. So one of them is an American and one of them is an Australian. I think they're like 15 hours apart.
15 hours.
Yeah, because it's 6 hours. I think Fanji is 6 hours behind me, and Katham is like 8 or 9 hours ahead of me. That would be so amazing, just to have as like some big celebration, just have it all happen. Just like book a hotel, I don't know, like book out a hotel and just do it all on site as some big event.
Yeah, indeed. We just rent a big like a big building, and then we invite every Shah runner, and then and then we all do one ASM race together. Wouldn't that be crazy?
And then I can only imagine how many people would DNF before like 3-3.
You'd be surprised how well a second grader can drive.
Or like, could you imagine the chat? Like everyone's gonna chat in their runs during their runs. So it's just constant.
Yeah, just having like
chattering in the
just
room.
having one big shared chat, and then it just scrolls like we all have like someone with like 1 million viewers. You just can't fucking see anything.
Yeah. Or maybe 100 Shah runners versus one gorilla. No, I don't think gorillas can play Shah, Quimby.
Mea culpa.
I know it's just, I know that I know it's a joke, but still funny. I really can't sound serious right now, can I?
Wait, but you're German. I thought that was the whole point.
What do you mean?
I mean, this might not be a thing that travelled outside of the English-speaking world, but there is a perception that Germans, or at least the German language, is very serious, like inherently serious.
Oh yes, that people say that the language sounds very aggressive and that people that speak German sound aggressive, right?
Even people who yes,
Yeah, I've
but
heard that.
even people who have German as a first language, when they try to speak English, they do it in a way that doesn't have a lot of comedic inflection.
For the last freaking time, tell me about the crop circle.
surrounded by Tojo and his Nazi henchmen.
So
I
the
mean,
peop-
One of 'em,
like so
a
the
cartoony
the
Santa
the
Claus,
the,
is
the
me,
idea goes that if
well,
people
they
who have
agree
German
to
as a
it.
first
Well,
language
they're
are very
allowed to do it.
serious
So I...
when speaking in English.
Crop circle?
Not a thing. Where was I? Right. Now, the first time I rode in a water car...
like,
Okay.
Circles. Sorry.
do I even sound serious in English? Like in general, I don't know.
I mean, it's what, like nearly 4 in the morning. So the fact that you're communicating in any language at all is commendable.
With an antenna.
So you're saying it's impressive that I'm able to speak.
It was at the Quickie Mart.
So you're saying it's impressive that I can speak English
Maybe that
this
was
early in the
Hogwarts
morning.
memory.
I'm saying that for a lot of people, it would be difficult to form a coherent thought regardless of language at this point in the morning.
I know a lot of people would be like, bro, how is this German speaking English
Having 3
so
kids
early in the morning? But I'm like, bro,
It's
it's
10
easy.
a.m. mate, that's Quimby, but you live in an upside down world, so slash JK, but like
Ah, so he's living in the down underworld.
yeah, he comes from a land down under.
Yeah, I know what
I
that
don't
land
I
is.
don't know the rest of the song.
aerobics classes. Just let me catch my
What, it's the most pop. So what are you? Are you WA? I forget. It's the clue. I mean, it's only like 7 hours ahead, so it's probably WA.
iced tea.
So where are we at? We're Cola Wars and Wolves. That's not that far. They're not that far apart.
Slow and steady wins
Indeed,
the
yeah.
race.
But watch, I've just jinxed this now, and Towsen's gonna get fucking two-cycled. I've jinxed it now.
Having 3 kids really slows you down. I'll bet Apu knows who's selling the cola. I used to be a better runner. Apu, everyone better. Marge Simpson, at your service. Hi, Dan.
Bro, I'm just looking at the chat, and when I
Oh,
when
that's
I met,
perfect.
Get you, you evil cola bottlers and distributors.
That was perfect from Derek.
yeah, the first card truck.
Don't get hit and run, please, Towsen.
You shouldn't enjoy that. I'm not very good at this.
Oh, Derek missed the box.
No,
Oh
Whoops.
no. Yeah, how does this cost fucking much nowadays?
Then to be expected, also a really good second truck from Derek.
not very good at this. Whoops.
That cycle was scary for Derek.
Please don't get hit and run, Towsen.
So totally embarrassed.
Yep, that third truck's really good too.
Really wildly accelerating.
Derek's playing really, or at least
Steady.
from the amount I've been paying attention to, Derek's been playing really well.
Polish that.
Indeed, he has. Like, I don't know what his time is, rather like in real life is right now for him. So like,
I should pay more attention.
By the way, crab circles for Towsen.
Well, that score's settled. Now to go home to my family.
You took my precious cola, Marge. Give me the courage to take off my shirt in the station locker room.
Is he running? Hang on, does he have a splits? Because I'll see if I can check those. LP3 same. Honestly, same.
Oh, I smashed my skull.
Is he? Yeah, where is he? What's he running against? Ah. Okay, that's not his PB.
Speed up in aisle 1. I can see my house from here. Have to hurry up or my arranged bride would chastise me.
Derek. Da-da-da-da-da. What is it? 48? I think he's only like plus 30 seconds. Yeah, so on his channel he's running against latest, but I've got his. I pulled up his PB from SRC, and I think he's only like 30 seconds behind it.
Oh, I had better hurry. Last
Oh,
time I
really?
went to the store, hoodlums put pornography in the Vital magazine.
So like, if the rest of this goes really well, he's on seriously good pace.
Air is much more pleasing than the odor of the hot dog machine.
Oh, Derek, no! I just had to open my damn mouth.
Shiva smiles on such behavior.
Wait, huh?
I was talking about
That-
how good Derek's pace was, and he failed 5-1.
What he did?
Yeah,
I didn't see that. What?
I wasn't properly paying attention, but I think one of the drops was in a really, really awkward place, and he missed it. And by the time he went back to go get it, the cola truck got away.
The Simpsons hit and run.
Yeah, like it was it's in Sharkwood, right? And like an account called Simpsons Hit and Run just posted the Simpsons Hit and Run. It reminds me of when I don't know if he was an MP at the time, but a UK former member of Parliament did that, where he just tweeted his own name, which because I assume he wanted to like Google himself, but he just tweeted his own name. The reason why this is funny and interesting is because that dude's name is Ed Balls.
This is not good for my insurance. This is just between me and you. Random object.
Well, it's almost a different sentence.
Yeah, so his name is Ed Balls, and he just tweeted Ed Balls because I assume he wanted to Google himself.
Like Navasa Pima Petalon is taking on the mob. Hello?
I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to say that on Speed Sims, but Ed
I've dropped an
Balls?
F-bomb already, so it's fine.
like Ed balls or like eat balls.
That car belongs in the bargain bin.
And yeah, Ed Balls, as you can imagine, when he got married, his wife didn't take his name.
Understandably.
Your failure shames you. Yes, you.
Then he took her name, right?
No,
I feel like a
they just stayed as they are. So he's Ed Balls and she's Yvette Cooper.
Makes
At least,
fair.
at least as far as the professional thing's concerned, on their like birth certificates and not birth certificates, But like marriage certificates and things, it might say Yvette Balls, but I'd be very surprised. Just like, as a man, you can sort of get away with it. But if you are a woman and you want to be taken seriously and you have the last name Balls, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
We had, there was, I think he was a Tory. There was an MP who was perhaps slightly pudgy. I'll just describe him as such. His surname was Pickles. That just makes me laugh.
I must admit, the smell of fresh air is much more pleasing than the odor of the hot dog.
Then again, even though the name isn't the funny part, for a long time we had a 21st century member of parliament who dressed like a Victorian schoolboy.
Seems such a four-wheel disgrace.
And you might think that's an exaggeration. Not really. He really did dress like he was going to, like, the most fancy, like, 1920s boarding school.
Come to Papa, random object. What the hell were you thinking, son?
That sounds interesting.
Is Derek? What's Derek doing?
Jump zone, I guess.
Okay, this is where I'm obviously not privy to certain information. Why would you do? Why do you need jump zone? Or what what benefits do you get from jump zone?
To push Wigan, to get the Wigan push.
What on earth is this?
We don't know the strat.
Legally sanctioned violence.
I'm old. No, I don't know this.
So yes,
The
literally.
only time I've ever seen Wigan go up there is in 5-6 when you used to do it deliberately. Where it used to be the strat for the escape.
I have brought glory to the name of Naasa Prima Petalon.
Yeah, but you forget. I don't care, Quimby. Like, I don't watch runs. I play the game during the tournament cycle, and then I stop engaging with the community for the rest of the year.
Perhaps I should refrain from doing that in the future. I am a lean, mean, Vindaloo machine.
Because you're sensible enough to realize it's not worth it anymore. I have yet to reach that place of mental clarity. Even though it tortures me, I still do it out of some weird sense of, like, honor. No, honor's not the word I want. Like, I do it because I feel like I should, rather than because I actually want to. OBS isn't that bad. It's a bit of a pain, but it's not that bad.
Move your clumsy vehicle. Never have I seen such a four-wheel disgrace. I am surprisingly acrobatic.
I think there's a. I'll say new. It's probably not new, knowing me. It's probably like 8 years old. And I just didn't know it. But I wonder what if Derek does something does this a different way to
What were you thinking, son?
to the ancients.
Yeah.
I have room in my pants for this.
He does go for this. Well, hey.
Way to go.
I feel like all I've done with this is just talk shit and expose myself for being really old. Or like for how long I've been in this community. Because when I do races, there'll always be at least one person on comms or one person in chat being like, "Why doesn't Seasoner do all of these strats?" It's like, because I don't know they exist. Because the strat is less than like 4 years old, so I have no knowledge of its existence. And there's always one every year.
Shiva smiles on such behavior. 300 horses of
This Towsen baby van does not look good.
No.
I must finish. My friend had. Empty. I am the victim of chicanery, most fun. Sir, this full. Oh, you better hurry. Last time I left this store.
I know. Thing is, fine, right? I don't go, but I'm probably not even like top 5 in terms of number of tournament races because I never actually progress from the first round. It's like I've said this before. If you took this game seriously, within a month you'd probably have more attempts than I have, and I started running this 9 years ago.
Awesome to the max.
Derek's armored truck is perfect. That's absolutely textbook.
Yeah.
Seems such a four-wheel disgrace.
Yeah, I think you can tell that my voice that is starting to not be very.
Like, there's a reason that the PB gap exists, and Derek is really starting to show his class. Like, he had the mistake, he had the error, but he's really starting to like turn it up.
So far, it should be a felony.
The fuck is that? Derek does that because Derek's on 200. He gets it in the strat and he has to sit there and wait like a numpty. He has to sit in the bandit twiddling his thumbs.
Get out of the way.
Yeah.
Mindless destruction.
Like I wish I could like give you more talkative replies, but right now I've just gotten to the point of being so tired that I don't even want to speak.
I'll see you in hell. Oh, Mr. Bart.
You know what I mean?
Bart Simpson at
Yeah,
your service.
I get that.
Perfectly. The smell of fresh air
That's
is
why I'm so
much more
quiet
pleasing
right now.
than the odor of the hot dog machine.
Towsen looks like it's fine. That's going to move on to the next one. Never trust a snake. And now we're getting Derek doing curator. Derek needs to move. Okay. And that is... oh my god, that's perfect again. No! I jinxed it again.
Not the
Oh, well.
detailing.
It started so well.
My dad'll pay for all the damages. Hey!
How did that not get stuck? Anyway. He's still way ahead.
Mine! Oh, mine! Oh, yeah. I totally rule.
Shiva H. Vishnu.
Apu.
1
No,
hour,
oh.
2 minutes, and
Bye, honey.
I think it was 57 seconds out of part. I mean, into part. Jesus Christ, I need to watch out to not fall asleep in the commentary.
I shouldn't enjoy this so much.
Okay, but the thing, okay, but yeah, if you fall asleep
Been here before.
and it gets to like, I don't know, 5 minutes after the run, after the stream is over, then just ping. Then I'll just like ping a mod and they'll kick and they can kick you out of the VC.
Or
Would this have PB potential? So I think he was like plus 30 on PB going into 5-1, but I don't know where even if the 5-1 were good, I wouldn't, because I don't know Derek's PB well enough. I don't know where his time saves would be. Derek
please
failed
don't keep
5-1.
hitting me, Derek.
It was a decently early fail. I think it was only like second or third drop in, but he failed. It dropped in a really awkward spot.
How about a hard one next time? Perfection. Thy name is Bart. Hey, Kearney. Barney. No problemo.
Oh,
Gotta work off my gut.
what is Derek? Oh my goodness, this is genius.
Don't tell me you haven't seen this before either.
Take a wild guess.
No.
Gimme, gimme, gimme.
All right.
I was watching Derek stream like, oh my god, I hope he doesn't get Kiss of Death. He's on fucking 200. What am I worried about?
Well, I got Kiss of Death once, and that was on 60.
Yeah, I run on 60, and I get it all the bloody time.
But like, you know, sometimes when you hit Krusty, you just get flung into the air for no reason.
It's because when you trigger Krusty, he sort of like when you trigger the limo sort of like hops off the ground a little bit.
Oh yeah, true, I noticed that.
Yeah, and then if you are underneath when in the little time it takes to hop, if you're underneath it, it will push you into the ground and send you flying, and that's what Kiss of Death is. Because two things can't be in the same space at once, so the game pushes you into the ground and sends you flying. But it's more common on low FPS because obviously if you have fewer frames per second, it's more time for it to be in the air and more time for you to get underneath it and get squished.
Oh yeah, baby, bring it on. You're all mine.
The only reason I sort of understand how Kiss of Death works is because I sort of get proxies in other games. Because I used to be quite ingrained into the Spyro speedrun community, and proxies and they use a lot of proxies. And it's that same concept of like two things can't be in the same space at once. So the game alleviates that by shooting you off at high speed in the opposite direction.
Yeah, I know that they use proxies in the Spyro games.
Yeah, and like the concept behind those is the same concept behind Kiss of Death. Like two things can't be in the same place at once. I think that's also part of the reason why the 4-7 tire fire crash happens.
Too much trouble. I really need a new car.
Because if you go into the tire fire if you try and push the final cola truck into the tire fire and you both fall into it at the same time, because you would both spawn in the same place, the game tries to spawn you inside each other. The game struggles, it has a meltdown, and the game crashes.
Yeah.
It's time for some road rage. Bart Simpson style.
So anyway, Derek is... Okay, so Towson's through our truck, and Derek is through the boring the boring.
Professor Free. Bart Simpson.
Towsen is a curator.
Fine by me.
Okay, I think I just learned a valuable lesson.
Do fill me in.
And that lesson is that I should never ever do commentary this late ever again.
Is that a better from Towson? I actually don't know. Because it might get stuck. Oh, that's good. That looks better.
That looks manageable.
Yeah, there you go. And Derek is also good with the duff truck. So double perfect.
Yup.
That's totally awesome. Oh, awesome, man. That was the best.
But
I show this laser gun to
this
Cole
seems
with
like it's currently Derek's to lose, and right now he's pretty much probably just going for
Yo, lift.
the average to potentially
No
maybe
problemo.
make his knockout slightly easier.
I'll educate you a new one.
Hmm.
Fire in the hole.
Because if he can
Expensive.
keep playing well, lower his average, he'll be theoretically given an easier
That was great.
first round in the knockouts.
I can do that now to show the proof to Krusty. And if he doesn't believe me now, I'll fry his butt. Oh, that was Krusty. You got
Like, because I'm not entirely sure yet who I'll be racing in knockouts, because I don't think enough races in the other groups have been finished, but from what I remember of the qualifying in the groups, I think I'll probably end up racing Critch, which will not be close or entertaining in any way. Can we kick it? Yes, we Kearney. This new set to kill strat, I think I tried it once. Granted, this is on 60. I think I tried it once, failed, and gave up and never tried it again.
wicked. Mine. Oh,
Same.
mine.
Yes, I think I tried. I think I did it once, and I failed. So I'm like, do you know what? I can't be bothered. I'm just doing this normally. But that also suits me,
This is
like
gonna hurt.
not getting doing it that way, because I actually get the beach in set to kill.
Beach.
I
No problemo.
in the box that the alien car would normally hit in 6-7.
Yeah.
I normally get both of those on the return in 6-6
Bart Simpson at your service.
because I go in 6-7. I do it reverse.
I don't remember these being here before.
What's up with that?
Ah, yeah. Reverse.
Use the cheat code. And people say
I used to do this mission in reverse as well, but
so.
I switched to the
Damn it. I dropped my kebab.
uh
Four, six, hey, you suck.
to the
Da, da, you
forward
Oh, no, come
way,
on.
the normal weight a few months ago.
Ugh, my ovaries.
As soon as I'm done scratching myself, your history. I'm a lean, mean speed thingy. In your face.
All right, that was so.
There's Ring Homer 2 with a 113 weight.
Let's
And I love how, despite the fact he doesn't need to, he still tries to go for the cutscene skips because he's just like that based. And I know before anyone says it, a perfect cutscene skip does save like what 2 or 3 seconds, but I don't care. He's still based.
Like, even I still attempt the cutscene skips.
Yeah, I have to. Because I tried to download the new save and I couldn't get it to work because I'm stupid.
Download it and just put it in the folder.
Yeah, I tried that and the folder wasn't there. Because the tutorial is like, go to this, open this menu, open this submenu, and you'll see all of your saves. And they just weren't there.
Damn. You'll figure it out eventually.
I just need to actually have not be an idiot. Is the simple answer. Which tends to be a fairly common occurrence in my life. I just need to not be an idiot. Also, congratulations to Derek for getting exactly 500 coins and not incurring any time penalties.
The vibration's tickling my feet. Coming through. Out of control. Just call me Air Homer. Oh, out of control. Down.
That's a good duff truck for Towsen. And he gets the wasp too.
Let's go.
Power plant, but I'm bored of this level.
I'm glad.
It's crashing time.
Seven free, eh?
Oh, that's so clean.
That was my elbow.
And I just jinxed it again. But that was hella clean. Oh, Towsen. Oh, I think I was slightly too early. Oh no, the traffic car.
Nice alien crash.
There we go.
Now to just get out of the path of
Now
least
give him a thwack.
shame. Oh, it sucks.
Oh no.
Boy, talk about thinning the nerves.
Derek
What?
flew through the map. What?
I need to find.
The one time I was looking at Towsen. What happened? We both missed it. Fantastic commentary team. We both missed it.
So,
Can you come and get me? I'll pay you in back row.
he kicked an NPC while he was out of bounds, and then he fell through the map.
And then I think Derek just got stuck in the menu and accidentally selected school bus twice instead of zombie car.
Like, thank God Derek doesn't do the traffic waste. What the?
Oh, it was too far to the right.
Yeah, so, like, thank God he doesn't do the traffic car out of bounds, or else he would have been fucked.
Yeah, like Yeah, and then thank God Derek paused in time, because if he kept going and hit the bottom, and just, like, hit the plane, I think there's a crash plane under there, and the game just goes.
I have no endurance.
Meanwhile, Towsen is set to kill still.
Harrigan. It has the speed of a
Is this the 21, 20? Oh no, this is also the other one.
Ouch! My bikini zone chafing.
We get the cool music. We get the cool climb music. Hurrah!
And good looking.
It's
entirely
the
worth.
credits music actually.
Yeah, I know, but it's entirely worth it, because the traffic car out of bounds doesn't trigger the music.
I know. Probably because
It's
you
the
have,
one thing that annoys me about that strat, is that I can't hear the credits music when I'm climbing the tower.
I think the problem is that the game requires you to enter the trigger with the car to trigger the music.
Stupid thing.
Your blue badge has raided us, by the way, with 4 people. Let's fucking go.
Blue Badge gets to watch the end of I'd imagine one of the more chaotic commentary sessions.
Yes, the 2 tired people in the commentary.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's one tired person who has English as an additional language, and then a tired person who doesn't watch speedruns of the game, doesn't know any of the strats, and sort of doesn't really give a shit.
Speed thingy.
What's my time, bro?
And then also Blue Badges off his tits.
So like it's 4:25 a.m. right now. For me. Jesus.
Yeah, and then I'm an hour ahead of behind you.
Oh shit, Blue, Blue fella, you're drunk.
That is true. Like, if there are 2 things I know about Blue Badge streams, he drinks a lot and he takes off his shirt. Those are like, isn't 2 almost guarantees with a Blue Badge stream, especially if it's at any point in any way late at night. What are we?
I know
Was
there are
this-
some
oh.
people.
7-6
Huh?
jump zone, I think, right? And then we're getting the speedy super speed. Yeah, go on, Derek. Don't go boob.
I mean, there are some viewers on Blue fella's stream
Got my mission.
that
Hey.
also want him to take off the shirt.
Hey, you're not setting good standards. You're creating and establishing a brand, which, honestly, like, work.
Tickling my feet.
At least there is something when people think of you, they have that image in their head now. There is something to remember you by.
Well, it's about time. Eat my dust.
Did Derek just get
Ooh.
jump zone again?
I think, yeah. Also, oh look at the exit time difference from bar 2.
Yeah, that's because Derek hasn't really made that many mistakes, and Towsen has had those tiny little like errors creep in, and I think he had to restart FMJ because he didn't get it in the first time, and just the small errors. Last thing you want is people having the image of you, girl. It, without wishing to overreach, you look good.
Now that's driving.
Ah.
I'm a mean
Derek is in the beam.
Oh yeah, that's a GG for Derek with a 1:23:06.
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument.
Feminine wriggling space wads? Imagine that, scared of some harmless nuclear waste.
Do we have the single person?
I don't know.
But I'm bored of this level.
I'm glad you're here.
Like a lot of people don't seem to have the single person layout.
Well then,
I
good
don't
for
know
us.
why.
Derek hasn't stopped stream as soon as the run's over.
True. Derek is virtually guaranteed best average time and upper tier.
It can't be that bad, Gov. Like, I've seen some wacky ones. It can't be that bad.
Yeah, there's some truly horrific ones.
I love the
That's
bright
not that
sunlight
bad.
in the morning. Smells like nice alien craft.
Yeah.
Now to just get out of the path of the tractor beam.
What's the... Is it Badger
Talk about thinning the nerd.
who has the really bad one?
If I'm gonna kill those town filming black
Or is that someone
car
else?
driving cola okay. Eat my dust.
Ah, yeah, no, that's what I'm more familiar with. The out of bounds Towsen is doing.
I need to find
Yeah, this is what I'm familiar with.
Imagine if Homer of Steel uses this strat and gets a world record.
I mean, add a little bit more
it's that black
vagueness to that, and theoretically, yes.
combined with the tenacity of a level boss.
You know, like if he wants to go for 60 world record or console world record.
Yeah.
That was easy as pie.
I have still yet to do a proper Char Xbox run.
I don't think I have either, but I have done all of the others.
Chafing.
Also, yes, I have Char on Xbox.
I think I have all 4 of them.
And good looking.
All console versions.
Well, PS2, GameCube, Xbox, and PC. Like I think I have all 4 of them in physical, as physical copies.
Oh wait, you have the PC version on disc.
I think so.
Chest pain.
Oh,
Having chest pain.
isn't that like? Doesn't the PC version come with like 3 discs?
Yeah. And Gordo was unfortunately correct about the quality of the park. Yeah, because it was too. I mean, Gordo would obviously be able to correct me if I'm wrong, because it was too like flat. It wasn't angled across enough.
Wow, this car sure
It was too parallel
Thousand-
to the wall.
Towsen's tournament picture perfectly describes his mood right now, I think. It's like, oh, it didn't
Probably
work.
also yours.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, exactly. Like as I mentioned, after when is this over, like the stream, I'm immediately hopping off and going to bed.
I'll probably be awake for another chunk. I think only twice have I like ended a stream and immediately gone to bed. The first time is because the speedrun was 24 hours long, and the second time is because it was like a 10-hour run that I started on no sleep. I think I'd stayed up all day, started the run at like midnight. The run was 10 hours, and I immediately went to bed afterwards. Yeah, other than that, I think the first time I ever went to bed immediately after a run finished is because the speedrun was 24 hours, and I did it in one sitting because I'm a lunatic.
Oh man, my car is gone. And the ashtray was full of wow. Piece of cake.
I just realized Oh wait, no, I think Towsen is going for 7-6 jump zone anyway.
Oh, like no.
What were you thinking about?
Vibrations tickling my feet.
One side, Roadhog dude.
Oh, were you worried that he started because he was starting it in bounds?
I've really got to learn to enjoy my parole.
Then I remembered he does the jump zone.
Like
Hey, Blue Badge, here's a good idea for you. If you want to play all day tomorrow, you should sleep an entire day, and then you can play an entire day.
That I wish that's how it worked.
I guess. I'm not sure.
it should be a felony.
You can't like bank sleep. It's not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sleep for 24 hours straight so I can be awake for 3 days. That's not how it works. I wish that's how it worked.
Lousy, rotten karmic retribution.
I appreciate the levels of dedication because I genuinely don't know how people play this game like all day. Like do runs and attempts for more than like an hour before just getting annoyed and wanting to throw themselves off a cliff.
You think Towsen is gonna go for jump zone as well?
Honestly, nothing would surprise me anymore.
Back in my day, we called sandwiches.
Annie, no, he's just going the normal way.
Cost 4 playing cards a bite.
You hate this game. Yay! I've converted him. He's part of the club now.
Now my story begins in 1982. We had to say
He's already part of the group.
There had stolen our word 20.
But somehow, Guff, I think there are people who don't hate this game, but I will never understand those people.
Like, bro, when I fail something in a run, I literally start insulting the game.
Oh yeah, like during my last race, I genuinely got I genuinely had to say to myself, the game does not know your emotions. The game is not trying to annoy you.
Wanted a peanut.
Because I'm like, 'cause I did genuinely have a point during my last race. I'm like, okay, the game is sentient and it's deliberately trying to get on my nerves.
Hot diggity! Please don't tell anybody I did this.
Oh,
Fuck, wait,
look,
I don't-
whether it is or not is actually sort of irrelevant. But I had to gaslight myself into believing it isn't, so that I didn't just want to jump into a well.
And that's GG for Towsen by 141 49. What did you want to say, Seasoner?
Oh no, I was just saying that like I know the game hates me, but like anyway, we have new people. Hello, runners. How was the run?
Well, it looked promising in Homer 1, and then, yeah, Bart 1 was pretty shite. I had to wait 12 seconds for a sports car in 2-4. I missed the ramp jump cookies for some reason, second time in a row. What else? There's a lot of silly things.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I actually really noticed was the 5-1 fail.
Yeah. That
But I
was
think prior to that, it wasn't that well. At least in terms of the times, it didn't look like it was that bad until the 5-1 fail.
yeah, 48 28 March is probably the fastest I've gotten in a while. The Hellfish. Oh, of course, something stupid happens the first card this time, but at least the second card worked. And I'm really happy I got the 5/5 escalator jump. Finally worked in a run.
And I think I can't remember who said it, but I think now you're like basically a lock for the top C, like for best average time.
Yeah, consistency. It was a 12:37 Bart one. It was really bad for my standards. Sellouts, it was screwed as soon as I missed the second card strat. You got away. The 5 fail was pretty interesting. I thought it was gonna be fine, but then, yeah, that didn't happen. Curator I've been struggling with, so that went awry as well. Happy I got 6-2 early Crustulu. And then Homer 2 was just kind of a clown fest. I was distracted by the pedestrian, and like I had to despawn it, and that messed with my lineup. So I just went left way too much. But the 7-3 backups have been kind of clutch so far. It's been working out somehow. And then I nearly crashed my game at the end
Yeah.
of 7-4.
Yeah, like, yeah, you nearly crashed the game. Yeah, and then I'm assuming the school bus was accidental.
Yeah, little tilt moment.
Yeah, and then the fact that you then accidentally did it again.
Yeah, that was funny. I can't believe that was almost the 122 with how dumb that was. But yeah, I think I went over most things. Fastest time so far, the group stage.
And yeah, so then you're always, from what I know, you're always like super consistent. So you'll be very, very difficult to beat, regardless of who you end up against in knockouts or whatever.
Question: is it possible for me to face any of the sub 120 people, or not this time? Is
No,
that
I don't think so.
Okay, yeah.
If we end up, if you ask, I'm sure that like a super cup could be arranged. I know that probably won't mean like the winners of all three category tiers can probably do like some big mega race at the end, but as far as the actual this tournament is concerned, I don't think you can end up against any of the 120 guys.
Gotcha. I've done enough yapping. How was Towsen's run?
It was alright. Besides 3-7, which took too many bow jump attempts. 4-1 was, yeah, pretty bad. I think it got to the Krusty Burger. 4-7, I think I missed third truck.
Oh, that reminds me. I got the luckiest third truck I've ever seen. It should have bounced out of the strat, but it barely worked. That was clutch.
Yeah, I was surprised that worked.
Yeah.
After that, the failed FMJ attempt, which I restarted because I didn't want to bother with the backup. And I failed the park in 7-4. But besides that, it was a pretty good run, all things considered.
Well, there we go. So, we've heard from both the runners. We've had the race. Congratulations to Derek. So, think that obviously we're not in any rush because the next race isn't until 10 a.m. But
Yeah.
we're probably all in a sort of at least a semi state of it's hot, it's late, we're tired. So I'll probably end up having to lead this because Lucas is very tired. It's nearly 5 o'clock in the morning. So I said again, congratulations to Derek, and we'll see you for the next race later this morning. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Goodbye. GG.
Bye bye. GG.